Right now, over 4,500 people are living inside a steel structure longer than 3 football fields. No natural light, no way out, for months at a time. That place has a name and a price tag. It's called the USS Gerald R. Ford, the most expensive warship ever built. $13 billion of military engineering floating somewhere in the open ocean. Most people hear that and imagine power, space, and freedom. But what is actually happening inside this ship every single hour of every single day is something the glossy Navy videos never show. And once you understand it, the $13 billion will feel like the least interesting part of this story. The Ford stretches over 1,000 feet from end to end. Its flight deck covers 4.5 acres. 2 nuclear reactors buried inside the hull generate enough electricity to power a small city. Between 4,400 and 4,600 sailors live and work on board at any given time. That is not a crew. That is a population. Like any city, this ship does not run on willpower alone. It runs on systems. Aviation manages every aircraft movement on and off the flight deck. Engineering keeps the reactors and water production running without interruption. The supply department feeds and equips the entire crew. Medical handles everything from routine sick calls to surgeries at sea. Command sits at the top of all of it, managing every department at the same time. Nothing here was designed for comfort. Passageways are narrow by purpose. Ladders replace stairs throughout the hull. Every working space is built tight and functional, with no room left over. This ship has no empty corners, no wasted space, no area that does not serve a direct purpose. But here is where things get interesting. All of that structure, all of that precision, all of that planning, and the single thing sailors say hits them hardest is something no blueprint fully prepares them for, where they actually have to sleep. A standard Navy rack on the Ford measures 79 inches long and 28 inches wide. The mattress is a thin foam pad, about 3 inches thick. From that surface to the bottom of the rack directly above you, there is 20 inches of clearance. 20 inches. That is less than 2 feet between your face and the metal above. Getting in and out requires a learned technique. Sailors in the lower and middle racks call their spaces coffin lockers, not for drama, but because that is genuinely what it feels like when you lie inside one. The Ford made real improvements over older carriers. Previous ships packed up to 180 sailors into a single open berthing room. The Ford reduced that to compartments holding 30 to 50 people each, with an attached bathroom in every unit. That helped, but the noise never changed. Research conducted aboard a Navy carrier found that nearly every noise reading inside sleeping areas exceeded safe thresholds for rest. During flight operations, those levels climbed even higher. Where your rack sits on the ship directly determines how much sleep you actually get. Earplugs, blackout masks, and curtains. Around each rack are not optional on the Ford. They are what gets sailors through a shift. Rotation schedules make it worse. Sailors sleep in broken windows, 6 hours at night, then 4 more after an early morning watch. The body never fully adjusts, not in week 1, not in month 6. But rest is only one part of life on this ship. Those same sailors still have to eat, and feeding thousands of people in the middle of the ocean is a challenge all its own. Every single day, the Ford's kitchen prepares up to 17,300 meals. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, and midnight rations, called mid-rats, for sailors still working through the night. The galley never closes. Culinary specialists work 12 to 16-hour shifts inside heat, exceeding 100 degrees Fahrenheit, feeding an entire city on a budget of roughly $8 per sailor per day. $8 per person, per day. The Ford runs 2 centralized galleys, replacing the 5 separate kitchens found on older carriers. The ovens inside can identify food products and start cooking at the press of a single button. They are self-cleaning. They are Wi-Fi connected. Below the galley sits a refrigeration unit stacked with fresh produce, pineapples, melons, tomatoes, onions piled halfway to the ceiling. Resupply does not come from a dock. Every 10 to 14 days, a supply ship pulls alongside the carrier while both vessels are still moving, and sailors transfer tons of food across the gap using cables and helicopters. When weather delays those transfers, the kitchen works with what is on board. There is no calling ahead, there is no ordering more. During the Ford's most recent deployment, the supply department served over 4 million meals without stopping. But here is what most people never think about. That kitchen, those cooks, all of that food, it is all running at the same time the flight deck is active, the reactors are operating, and the entire ship is moving through open water. And what daily operations look like while all of that is happening simultaneously is something most people have never fully pictured. If you respect what these sailors go through every single day, drop the word proud in the comments right now. The flight deck is one of the most dangerous work environments in the world. Aircraft launch and recover under strict timing, and a mistake on that deck does not come with a second chance. Below deck, 2 nuclear reactors run continuously, producing power for the entire ship and driving the desalination plants that generate over 400,000 gallons of fresh water every single day. Water that feeds the kitchen, the showers, the laundry, and the sewage system all at once. If those reactors lose stability, everything attached to them goes down with it. Command coordinates all of it in real time. Flight schedules, resupply transfers, maintenance windows, and combat readiness are all managed at the same time, not in sequence. These departments do not take turns. They run together. The ship operates 24 hours a day on rotating shifts, which means the full crew is never all at rest at the same moment. Always someone launching aircraft. Always someone monitoring the reactor. Always someone in the kitchen. The ship never truly goes quiet. But running a vessel like this, around the clock, for months at a time, is only possible because of something no engineering can build into the hull. Every person on this ship has an assigned role, an assigned schedule, and a chain of command that does not flex. When a system fails, the sailors responsible work until it is fixed, regardless of how many consecutive hours they have already been awake. Hull technicians managing the Ford's persistently failing sewage system were documented working 19-hour shifts during peak breakdown periods. Not once, repeatedly, throughout months of active deployment while the ship was still operating. Below the flight deck, a large part of the crew goes weeks without seeing daylight. They wake under fluorescent lighting, work under that same light, and return to a 20-inch rack at the end of it. The psychological weight of that does not ease over time. Sailors learn to carry it. Months away from home. No defined end date. No way to step outside. And still the ship keeps running. Every cook, every engineer, every pilot, every technician, holding their role inside a sealed steel environment. Because on a vessel like this, there is no version of stopping. The open ocean does not negotiate. The mission does not pause. And the sailors inside this ship simply do not stop.